Now, despite rents, mortgages and the cost of living, of course, squeezing our wallets, the most popular type of home amongst movers, so this is if you already own a house, are detached houses, according to the latest data.
Buyers are believed to be seeking peace and quiet following the lockdown years.
Now, let's talk to property expert Kristina Castellina, who joins us now. Kristina, I've got to be honest, this doesn't surprise me in the slightest, because isn't it basically everyone's dream, ultimately, to sort of have a detached house and somewhere quiet in the countryside? Or is that just me?
No, I think you're right. I think we're living in an age where people have choice now because people can work from home, which has been incredible for people's lifestyles. But also, actually, I think something that's really important is that new build developers are building detached houses. So actually, you don't even need to be moving into the middle of nowhere. There's really popular towns now where you can actually, there's just rows and rows and rows of detached houses. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. So you're not totally, isolated where there's no coffee shops and you've got no bars and no restaurants. People are now getting to live, very close to a town, and they're still with a community, but, they have the detached house, the nice garden, more space. So, I think it's a great thing. If people can afford it, then why not?
I am the opposite, Stephen. It's not often that we disagree, but we're going to disagree on this, because I'm quite shocked at this. I don't know many people who can afford a detached house, and with cost of living and mortgage rates, you would think that people would be downsizing or staying in the homes that they are. It's surprising that there's a race to go to a detached home and to actually have more space and have a bigger property.
There is a caveat to this. This is not applicable for London. So there are certain areas, of course, most people in London are not going to be living in detached houses. So, of course, the cheaper areas in the UK, you will see that detached are more popular because it's more affordable. But also, this statistic is only for people that currently have a home already. So for a lot of these people, they've benefited from the rise in property prices. So they already have equity that they can carry forward. And again, if we just go back to, a lot of people are buying new builds, often the developer will actually pay the stamp duty. So there are incentives there, which perhaps, for the average person, maybe they couldn't afford a detached house, but because they're buying a new build and the developer says, you know what, I'm going to pay the £10,000, £15,000 stamp duty, it then makes it accessible to them. Obviously, going forward, for some of these people, perhaps they might be rethinking this with the interest rates. However, people are just doing the best at the time with the information they have then.
Is there a bit of snobbery in this, in that we think detached houses are better than a semi-detached or a terraced or whatever it might be?
Yes, perhaps. I think they look nice, they feel nice. So I think, most people would prefer, if they could choose, the majority would choose a detached. However, I love a real a terraced house that has loads of character, a cottagey feel. So I think, each property has its own merit, really. But if we're just looking at a whole, I think a detached house, it's nice, especially with a family. For me, I don't want everyone hearing my 2-year-old screaming. A detached house is perfect.
Yeah. Oh, Kristina, really good to see you this morning. Thank you very much indeed.
And you.
Do you know, if I was looking for a new property or whatever, I'd want like an agent like Kristina.
She's lovely, isn't she?
Because she's so friendly and helpful.
And dressed for the sunshine.
For the sunshine. That'd be great. I'd love to go.
What would you have as your next property, do you think?
I don't know. A castle.
Let's say a manor.
I don't know. See, I was saying about it being snobbery but see, I like a detached house.
Yeah.